Oh my God, it's live. Jesus. I swear to God. All right, figured it out. My God, what a hassle. And this is it, right? I lost all my viewers. Life is over. What am I supposed to do with myself now? I swear. At least Ari's still here. I know, I licked the battery. What the fuck was I thinking? Anyway, okay. Master cylinder. Applying said master cylinder. And this is where all the hydraulic fluid will live. The cable or the hose attaches right here. This guy comes up like it is. It's a washer on both sides. It's what's called a banjo bolt. I don't know why. Yeah, hose. That is a 12 millimeter crushable washer, for your information. Angle that up a little bit. That. It's got this little boot. A little boot. Hi, Ricky. What are you doing, buddy? Ricky, what are you doing? Stay away from everything that's dangerous to eat, please. Thank you. Yeah, there's plenty of things on here. It's a 4-stroke, so you have to stroke 4 times, which is great. That's on there. We can grab a screwdriver. We're going to need to have this open because we're going to need to fill this with fluid, with bodily fluids. Ricky, can I borrow some bodily fluids, please? No? That's going to live over here for right now. Oh, you motherfucker. Is it there? All right, this is the rebuilt slave cylinder. Pulled out all the old gunky parts, those guys, and replaced everything on the inside. Seriously? So this guy replaced the entire interior here, so now there's a new piston in there and a new gasket there, a new gasket there, so it should be pretty much good to go for the most part. And that guy lives down here. Now this is the clutch rod. This is going to go through the entire engine, and so when this is filled with fluid, hydraulic fluid, when you pull this, it actuates it and puts pressure through that hose down to here, which is the slave cylinder. This goes through here, through the entire engine, and then the clutch is actually over here, and that's what actuates the clutch. So what we're gonna do is probably do this in sections if we can. You know, I'm gonna grab some lubrication. Yeah. What do we got? What do we got for lube? I was hoping I had some silicone lube, which appears to have gone missing. Where's my silicone lube? Where's my silicone lube? I'll use this. This will work for now. This is seal and O-ring grease, which is very similar. So we'll use that. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on here. Sticky stuff. Yeah, my favorite color is rust. Ooh, so viscous. Put a little bit of that. It's all gooey everywhere. So disgusting. A little bit in there. And a little bit in there too. Keep everything all nice and lubed. And this guy goes in here. It goes all the way into the clutch. This guy is going to go. Let's see, how's this? So if this is going up, this, it's going to go like that. So this goes here, that, and then this, put one screw in here to help find the holes that it goes in. Reggie! I've built one of these before. Not to say that I have not watched millions of YouTube tutorials, because I have. And yeah, I mean that's the only way that I've taught myself how to do this, is by watching tutorials. Alright, there's hole number one. Hole number two. And hole number three. Just go ahead and snug those down. Oh, this is a 10 millimeter. Yeah, exactly. Porn. This one's a little snugger. And we snug these down. Look at that. So that's the slave back in place. So we got the same operation here with the hose that connects down here. And there is, so there it goes up here. Get you out of the way. So this is going to go down in here. And we go back to the 12. That's where it needs to be. So in theory, this system should be complete as it needs to be right now. So now we'll grab some brake fluid. Let me see what Ricky's doing. He's being bad, I can tell already. Hey Ricky! Oh, nope, he was being good. What are you doing, buddy? Grab some brake fluid. The pile of chemicals. Here's some now. All right. So now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to fill this. This is actually right here. This is important because these electrical connections need to be hooked up. That's what tells the engine that the clutch is being used. Let's not forget those. There we go. All right. So now we're going to try and bleed this. So we fill this up. And then what we're going to do is get this hose, and we're going to take this little bleeder cap off of here, pull it out of the way, grab this little tiny wrench around here, ooh, it's smaller than a 9. I need an 8mm wrench. Who would have thought? That's a tiny wrench. Got an 8 in here somewhere. 8. World's tiniest wrench. 10, 11. I don't have an 8mm wrench in here somewhere. How annoying. Where are you? Here's an 8. This isn't really what I need though. This is a ratcheting 8, which is not really what I need. 10. Let's bring this outside. So heavy. God. All right. Let's see. Oh, you like my dad's socks? Those are awesome, aren't they? Ricky, what are you doing, buddy? Hi. Let's see. There's bound to be a little tiny baby wrench in here somewhere. They just fall down into places where you can't find them because they're tiny. Not in there. I know this is scintillating. But this is kind of like the life of, aha, I found it. The life of a amateur mechanic. All right, so this guy is an 8. That can go on there, and then what we're gonna do is crack this open. That's it. And this is the bleeder. So what we're gonna try and do is get the hose on here. I tried this the other day and it wasn't being very helpful. Let's see if I can't get this on here. Maybe if I just Alright, so hose is on. Now I suppose we could probably do it this way. This might work. Get this in here like that. And the idea being, what we want to do is pump the brakes, or not the brakes, the clutch that is, to get the fluid to come down into the through the system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can't pinch off this hose a little bit. And what I'll do is you pump it, bubbles come out the top, and you squeeze it, and you let it go. I'm actually going to grab a different pair of pliers because these ones are locking and they kind of a pain in the butt. Let's grab these little guys right here. These will be a little easier to deal with. So pump, squeeze, release. Pump, squeeze, release. We're going to do this quite a bit. And what I'm doing is I'm basically just trying to, so this pushes, when I pull the handle in, it pushes the fluid down, and then when I pinch this off, I'm trying to keep it from coming back up. Okay, so now it has gotten to the point where there's no more fluid in there, so what I'll do is I'll tighten this back down, close that. That's actually probably an easier way to do it without the wrench, is I could just do it old school. Fill this back up. And this is kind of like the traditional way to do it, is where you pump up here and then open and close the bleeder. So you basically oh Jesus, okay, pulled the hose off. Kind of figured that might happen. So pump. Hold this in place with my leg. This is good stuff right here. So that's closed, open, pump, close. Open, pump, close. This could take a while because, actually, you know what I could probably do? Just sketchy as fuck. Just suck it through. Suck it through. Does that even work? Let's see. It's highly poisonous, by the way. Kind of curious if I can. It's already getting lower again, which is a good sign because it means it's got to go somewhere. Hi, Ricky. Now the question being, can I just suck this through? Yeah, I know, Ricky's got to stay away from this type of stuff. He's over there in the grass. Hey, Ricky! Stay away from that dirt that you like to eat. I know your deal. I have a thing. What to do with it? Is it in here? Here it is. Or we can just use like a squishy thing. Nah, that's not gonna work. Might go back to the other. I mean, it's coming through. There's fluid here. See how there's fluid right up in here? Now, ideally, what we want to do is get all the bubbles out of it. Low again. This guy. This is so sketchy. Alright. Close that off. This needs like a friggin', you know, how you say, bungee cord or something like that. That turned out well. Ricky. I mean, I have some clutch pressure, which is nice. Dee-dee-dee. Wow, that went right down. Fill it up again. Eventually we'll get all the air bubbles out of it. And then once the air bubbles are out of it, where'd that little wrench go? Here it is. What do I just do with that? Misplacing tools. Sorry, I'm kind of concentrating. I apologize for not talking more. But this is kind of something that I don't want to screw around too hard with. Because it's kind of key to the whole thing operating. Hey, Rick. Come here, buddy. Ricky, come here. Come here. There's another corgi that lives across the street, and he's a little tiny baby. That's something. Yeah, he's a corgi. I know, I see you, little guy. He's cute. Across the street neighbors. They are. He said his corgi is a troublemaker, which is true, because his corgi will show up outside my house first thing in the morning when he's not supposed to be here. He's supposed to be over at his house, and he just kind of like will be outside my door, and Ricky's like, what the fuck? So I'm starting to get some pretty good clutch response now, which is great. And I'm not seeing any bubbles come out of that hose down there, which you probably can't see because my arm's in the way. All right, I'm gonna close this off, and I'm gonna top off this guy again. And I mean, I feel pretty good about where we're at. Now the big question is whether it worked or not, because this bike, the clutch didn't work when I brought it home. Ricky, get over here right now. Hey, come on, come here. He better not. Come on. He's trying. Get over here right now, Ricky. Hey, come here. Come. Get over here right now. Move your butt over here. House it. Get in the house. Get in there. Yeah, you can't be trusted. You can't be trusted. Now I gotta close the screen door. That's right. Don't look at me like that. Uh-huh. Yep. You gotta stay in there now. Corgi across the street's pretty cute though. Alright, so I'm gonna pull this hose off of here. Pinch it off. Try not to lose too much of this fluid everywhere. Bring it over to the table, where hopefully I can maneuver it a little better. I'm gonna just dump all this in here. Sorry guys. Ew, it's all over me. It's all over me. Gross. Highly corrosive. Super. Alright, so now that the system is bled, we can take this guy, the cover, and put it back in here, like this. It's a little full. You do not want to get that on your paint, and I did anyway. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to repaint this bike anyway, so just see if we can't get this. Could probably use a new diaphragm for this. Ooh, yeah. Oozing everywhere. Not the end of the world. I want it full anyway. So let's go ahead and screw that down. And then we'll clean it up. Yes, I mean it feels like it's got clutch, so it's a big deal. So we can clean some of this shit off of here. It will just take the paint right off, so. So now, the question is, so right now, it's stuck in second gear, which is how I got it. So, the question is, can we get into any other gears? If it's in second, we need to go down one more. So thing about this is it also could be badly adjusted. Because these have this clutch adjustment, which is really funky. Oh. Okay, so that should be first, half up. There's neutral. All right, so mission accomplished. I have gears, so that's a big deal. It's currently in neutral, which I was unable to get it into before. So yeah, that's a little bit of a win. It's gonna have to, you know, so this would be first. One down is first, half up is neutral, one up is second. It's gonna move a little. Yeah, it's gonna need some adjusting. There's second, that's third, fourth, fifth, fourth, third, second, half down. There it is. There's neutral. So yeah, I win. Thanks guys. So that makes me happy. That's about all I was really planning on doing today. There's obviously a ton left to do on this bike. The next thing that we're going to be working on, for no other reason than I have the stuff, is the front brake calipers, which I have. Ari was there the other day when I was taking apart the first one. Second one is apart as well, and be able to get those reinstalled. Brakes are nice because, well, brakes are nice because brakes, but if I need to trailer it or put it in the back of the truck, getting it up and down a ramp is really hard if you don't have brakes. It has back brakes, but without front brakes, it's nearly impossible to control what you're trying to do. And then the next thing that we'll be tackling after that will be putting the battery back in and seeing if I can't get the gauge cluster to work. I'll put the rear cowl back on so that we'll have completed electrical back here, including tail lights, turn signals and run. When I did finally, I don't know if Ari was here the other day when it happened. No, she wasn't. I got the battery in and I did manage to get a headlight, but that was the only electrical that I managed to get to function. Ideally what I want to do is probably right down here. This is the fuse box, and I don't know if you can see it. This fuse box has all of the cables from the wiring harness that go into the back of it. It's impossible to see, it's back here. But what I'll probably do is remove the fuse box, disconnect all the cables, clean everything, and make sure that it's good to go. These fuse boxes are exceptionally rare. I had to replace one on my other Nighthawk, and it was a real pain in the ass. I have found one in case I need it. Haven't purchased it yet, but we'll see. So what I'm going to end up doing is, first off, what I'll do is I'll attach the battery, get out my my voltmeter, and test from ground to various places in the electrical system and make sure the power is actually getting to different aspects of the electrical. So test the starter, test up here in the controls, because high and low beam were working. I had no tail light and I had no horn, which kind of tells me that maybe either there's something going on with this fuse box or there's some funky connections, which, this bike has all original electrical. Nobody's screwed around with it at all. Everything is original. So I should be able to kind of just go through it and see where everything's at. Once I get the electrical sorted out, I'll hit the start button and see if I get it to just turn over just a little bit, just to make sure that it's actually turning. And then I'll remove the air box and I'll take off the carburetors and rebuild the carburetors, because you got to do that before you start it at all, because you don't know what's in the bottom of these carbs. It could be old disgusting gas, it could be sawdust, you just don't know. And you do not want that to go into the engine, because then you're looking at a top end rebuild and nobody likes that. I've done it, I don't like it. So that's what we're looking at going forward. But that's probably going to be about it for today. Probably just going to go ahead and clean up, and I might go through the gears a couple more times just to make sure that everything's loose. Actually, I'll probably take off this entire side over here, remove the clutch cover, and just make sure that all the clutch plates are free and not sticking together, because that can be another thing that you could run into issues with if it sat for a long time and the oil had come off of them. The clutch plates themselves can be stuck together, but typically you can break those free. But something that I'm going to want to check for sure. But yeah, no shortage of things to do on the Nighthawk. It's probably going to be a project that's going to take all summer, and I'm hoping to kind of stream as I go and take you guys along for the journey. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming in. It's fun. Hey Jody, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, oh yeah, no, this is a yes, this is a it's an 80s action bike, so it is it's fun. It's got the Night Rider gauge cluster, which is dope. Digital fuel readout, digital gear. So like it tells you what gear you're in, which is fun as hell. But yeah, so yeah, along for the ride. Yes, exactly, Ari. That's exactly what the idea will be. This is it's a fast bike. I had a 84 650 right before I'm not a speed guy, so I don't typically run bikes out fast But the night before I sold it, I took it out on the freeway at about 11 o'clock at night, and I got it up to about 115 miles an hour in 5th gear, and this has a 6th gear, and I just backed off it and got off at the next exit because it's just too sketchy. Oh, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Juddy is a friend of mine from another stream. Good dude. He himself streams, so if you ever want to maybe drop him a follow. I can't drop any links because I'm on mobile, but Juddy's a good dude, good people from Australia, no less. But yeah, I'm probably going to shut it down for now and clean up, and then probably, you know, maybe hit it again before the weekend. But we'll see what I can manage to put together. And yeah. Oh, Ari, no, what happened? Oh, that was nice of you. I'll have to am I gonna have to make Ari a mod? Oh boy. Do you ride, Juddy? Because yeah, it's fun, man. Yep. All right, kids, it has been a pleasure as always. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I will I'll catch you guys on the next one. And once again, thank you as always, and we'll talk to you soon.